confessions. If you need to be a part of this, 866-RON-0-FEZ. 866-RON-0-FEZ. Because it feels good to confess. Every Catholic boy will tell you that. Feels good that after the fact, you've got a clean soul. So far, my favorite confession belongs to Hicks, and that's for ratting out his fucking friend like a lousy rat. His whole family's rats. Davey Mack, what's your confession?
Okay, forgive me. It's been 4 months since my last confession. Never said this. No one knows this.
And by the way, with you, we always have to check. Is this absolutely true, or
yeah, it's absolutely true.
A chance to grab the spotlight?
It's absolutely true. Because this is not going to be liked by someone I love. But 3 weeks ago or so, Casey had left her email open. Mm-hmm. So I went to her address, her contacts part of her email, and basically gave an email to all of her exes that I knew of. We all know the specific people, and said, do not contact my wife anymore. Don't be friends with her. Do not talk to her on MySpace. As I found out that one of the guys was saying, hey, what's up? Onto her on MySpace. And so I basically found out their email addresses and threatened them about 3 weeks ago, saying stay far away from my wife. And she has no idea that I was doing this. And I checked a bunch of her emails. So I feel really bad. I felt bad about it for 3 weeks.
Now, did you tell her that you did that?
No, of course not. I have only told the father here during confessions. I've only told you because I feel like I've actually wanted to confess this for some time. And I'm glad to get off my chest. It was basically around the Christmas break when I had a lot of idle time. I was doing bad things like that. PMing people on her behalf.
A lot of drunk time.
Well, are you worried about losing her?
I don't know what goes
She's
in my head.
She's 5 months pregnant.
This is why
Were you drunk?
No, I was just sober and without stuff to do. And when that happens, that's when the real craziness actually comes out. Because I start overthinking stuff. That's why I like to stay busy. So I felt bad that I went into her email, checked her emails, checked her addresses. In fact, this whole process took about an hour and a half. She was out shopping with my mom, so I was able to do it. But it was not a simple process. It wasn't like hit reply. And I feel like it's something I needed to confess, actually. So I'm very happy for today's segment.
Well, love makes you crazy. But, I mean, you're extra crazy.
Yeah, I think it's if it had happened to me, if she had emailed Westside, I'd be horrified and angry.
By the way, I went out to David Burke's townhouse last night on the Upper East Side. Fabulous food.
Wow, he's the man.
Great wait staff, though. On 61st Street. And Lex.
And Lex? Okay.
Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, one of the few days today I don't have Casey's picture up. It hasn't come up on there.
Well, I can find it for you.
You don't do a really good job of setting this up for me.
It was up, but people then leave, and so when the people leave, their cameras go down.
Oh, so maybe she's not around.
Yeah, people shut down their own cameras and shit. But
Where are you on that, Fez? What Davey Mack just told us?
I thought it was very untrusting of Casey.
Of Casey? Why would she be untrusting? Davey's the one who did it.
Yeah, because he doesn't trust her enough.
Oh, you're saying Dave is untrusting.
Yeah, Dave is untrusting of Casey.
Yeah, we get that. That's the obvious thing, that he's untrusting. What we're looking for, is this something she should be totally furious at? Or do you think to yourself, you know what? He's a crazy man, but he loves me. All right, Casey did write this back to me. That explains all the weird emails that I got saying whatever. I guess they think she's from the United States of whatever.
Yeah. Ron, to be even more specific, some of the emails that I wrote were pretending that they were from her.
That's insane.
Because
that's wrong.
Like, I would say, hey, this is Casey. Like, some of the people, I knew that that enough time had lapsed, and I said, don't contact her. And because she left her email open, I thought I could take care of a couple guys who we know that I need to take care of. So I said, listen, don't take me off your email. Don't fucking MySpace me. I'm through with you.
Well, now
but that's crazy, because that's now, like, she said something rude.
Right.
I mean, it's bad enough, like, I'm the husband, and, you know, I'm not going to, I don't want you near my chair. that would be crazy. But to say I'm the other person, and it's like if I gave Fez the wrong I am, right? Or wrong, if somebody from me. Would you think that was from me, Fez, or would you know whether it was for you or not, or you would just go with it?
I would probably ask you about it and say, hey,
this doesn't seem like your personality.
Right.
But
what's this about?
And then with some of the emails, I would back up her email with my emails saying, hey, have you been in contact with my wife? She's upset. Please.
You're nuts, dude.
I would make myself look nice. Like I'd be like, please, nothing personal, but please, just maybe you shouldn't talk to my wife.
But how many were these emails did you have to send out? 100?
I sent out anywhere from 20 to 30.
You swear to God this is true?
Yeah, I swear.
And this
is what happens when I'm sober and have time.
Now, I could even see a lapsed judgment, crazy person. You get in the jealousy mode and you do one stupid thing. But to do 30 stupid things back to back to back. And again, you don't feel like you humiliated her with that? Or would you think that she should feel like, well, I'm loved?
I feel like it is love, but at the same time, listen, I'm not stupid. I felt some guilt about doing it. Basically, making her the bad cop, making me the good cop, and having, doing this weird fucking act on these guys, these unsuspecting guys.
How could you feel loved when you can't even have your email open in your own house?
So you're going that he's just an awful person. You're not even being understanding.
No, I don't understand this at all.
I love her tremendously and don't want to share that love
what she says.
with these rats.
She wrote this. And I hate to tell the studio audience and the phone people here, I got to slow this down a little bit because this is so crazy. She says this: I don't have 20 exes. Who did you fucking write?
20 emails.
All right, but who are the emails?
There was 3 people who I know of that I wrote. 3 people.
But why would you write 20 emails? You just kept writing over and over to them?
I wrote a bunch of emails from her. Then I would follow up with emails from me, from my AOL account, saying, hey, listen, Casey's upset. I don't know what you guys talked about, but maybe you guys should steer clear from her. Nothing personal, man.
Wow. So now you do something this insane. And first of all, you make her look like crazy pussy fucking 2009. Then you set yourself up to look like, hey, I'm the cool head here. Look, bro.
That's exactly it.
It's Davey Mac. Look, I understand she's upset. Do the Big Red a favor, and let's just chill this out.
Let's just relax.
So you set yourself up like you're the calmer, cooler head.
That's right. That's exactly what I was doing there.
You're fucking nuts.
Jesus.
You're seriously nuts. And I'm going to do what your attractive dad should have done for you years ago. So I write down, and I won't say write down who the 3 were, because I'm totally curious about this.
So you don't care about her privacy, and now you don't really care about her reputation with these...
You seem hurt with it. You're like, you're taking this personal.
I feel like he did it to me.
Oh, we don't have anybody to write to you except for, who? Suck and fuck with Chuck and Buck.
All right.
And he still doesn't know, right?
Oh, no.
He doesn't know he's the one?
Mm-mm.
No, you only know one of these people, Ron.
All right. Well, I do know the top one. How did he take it?
He was like he was one of the people probably who wrote whatever. I mean, I didn't get responses from all these people. Remember, these people where my plan failed was I wrote from Casey's email address, and I didn't think ahead that she's probably going to get some responses back to her email address.
You should have told her. You should send all responses to Sirius XM Radio.
So that was really a big fault in my plan.
This one's not the same name as the rock star, is it? All right, 866. Am I wrong? 866 Ron Zero Fez. 866 Ron Zero Fez. You're bananas, dude.
Yeah. I don't feel good about it.
Now, to be honest, has love made us all crazy? Yes. Fez actually ended up in a crazy house. While you sit in judgment of this man, Fez, look what you're going through. So why do you feel so above him? Somebody that you knew on a casual level 6 years ago, you didn't tell how you felt, and you ended up in the nut house over it. So what makes you feel like you're in this balloon looking down on this peon and feeling superior to him?
Because I kept all the pain myself. I destroyed myself over it. I didn't go hurt someone else by invading their privacy in their own home.
So you feel superior to him?
Yes, I do.
That's the sad thing about
in
life.
all things.
Wait a second. I didn't invade her privacy. Her email was left open.
That's invading the privacy.
That's important. The email was open. If someone leaves a diary open, you're going to read it.
No.
Who doesn't read an open diary? That's just the way it is.
A person that loves and trusts the other person. I mean, we do. Now, are you saying people do that? Yes, I'm going to agree with you. But it doesn't mean that we should accept it.
I don't actively
That's like saying,
seek.
all right, let's suppose she left her purse open. Would you take that money? All right, bad example. You're a fucking horrible person.
If it's her, like, for instance, if I hear her cell phone go off and there's a text, okay, I'm going to look to see who the text was from. Because the phone is by me. It's not like I'm not going out texting people. I'm not trying to invade it. But if you leave things around, I deserve the right to snoop a little bit.
Wow. I don't even now. I got to apologize to Fez because I don't know whether I classify what he has as love. I'm going to move him over into obsession. And I want you to say this now instead of love. Honey, I'm so obsessed with you. I am so sickly obsessed with you.
Casey, I'm sickly obsessed with you.
You are going to make one dangerous ex-husband.
She lives with a stalker.
Stalker Channing. Frankie, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, buddy.
Yeah.
Forgive me, Father Ron, for I have sinned. I am banging my sister-in-law, my wife's sister.
This is no place to call and brag. We're looking for past sins, not a chance for you to feel good about yourself. Hey, Mark. Mark, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, what's up, Ron?
Yeah.
Let's just say I got caught doing something I had no business in doing. A couple years back, I was at a friend of mine's country house, and we were in a barn, and I fisted a cow.
Now, how old were you at the time?
I was about 16.
Yeah, I think if you're going to go by hayseeds, that's the fucking age. Mikey Mike, you're on Ron and Fez.
It's Mighty Mike. Forgive me, Father. This is my first confessional. I'm a Jew.
Sure. Welcome. Love the Jews.
Occasionally on Pal Talk, I have been known to leave my camera on when I go to sleep and jerk off in my sleep.
Spandy? Is this you? Spandy! This is somewhat normal for the sake of Pal Talk people, right? To masturbate in front of each other?
Yeah. It happens.
All do it.
It happens.
Are you jealous of your wife's Pal Talk friends?
Yeah. Oh, you kidding? They talk to her more than I do because I get basically 2 hours, an hour and a half with her.
Yeah.
Every day.
I think that if you love someone, you should shatter their Pal Talk camera.
I'm thinking about it, or at least revoking Pal Talk privileges till I get home. That's like maybe the new rule.
Well, at least here you can, you know where she's at.
That's a good point. But I don't know what happens on the 2 hour commute home. That's 2 hours
guess,
of hitting on each other. And
Mighty Mike is jacking off in front of her while he's acting like he's having a nap. You even know him?
No, but I'm going to find out.
I'm going to check with you real quick. Have you masturbated on Pal Talk?
With the camera on me? Mm-hmm. No.
Didn't even go to one of those foreign rooms?
No. But I have spanked it, just with the camera off.
Here's what your wife sent me a note. I don't know why. I'm not even at all that angry. I have nothing to hide. I'm just kind of sad. That's the saddest thing of all. You've actually broke her of expecting any kind of human relationship.
What are we doing here? We're confessing.
Yes,
I didn't say I
understand.
felt good about this shit.
Well, at one point you tried to get me on your side.
Well, she left.
Your point is this.
She left the email open. I don't know what else to say.
If you love someone, can you trust that person? You're saying no. Forget what you're accusing her of. She can't trust you to think to herself, I can leave my email open.
Well, listen, I'm not going out. I'm not fighting these people.
I'm not saying that. Let's do nothing else. Let's not even get into the sickness of you checked for, what she did, or you even sent the emails. which is fucking Looney Tunes.
Right.
To say that you're someone else and you just, please stay away from me. I'm in love with my husband. By the way, he's going to be sending you a really nice email about how cool he is. Forget that.
They weren't that transparent.
Even the act of checking up on the other person is creepy. I think we can all agree to that. If your chick is going through your wallet, no, that's being a little fucking creepy. You got to be able to trust each other.
I know. It's so tempting. You know, it's like a cheese with mouse. I mean,
this is why I feel for you. This is why I honestly feel for you. This whole thing says I am not worthy of her, and I have to do crazy things.
Yeah.
Because there's so many more other worthy people out there.
Well,
and that's why, and I'm not even kidding. I mean, that's what your subconscious is saying.
Yeah.
And that's why, as somebody that is your friend, and by saying your friend, saying that I'm your friend, I mean I see you at work and barely care about you. That's what breaks my heart for you, Davey Mack.
I understand your point.
And it also breaks my heart for your wife and children.
Well, listen, at least they know that someone cares about them. I mean, let's look at the positive on all this. Let's stop looking at the glass half empty. At least they know that they're loved.
Now, and again, I want to move to the rest of the people. But why would you equate breaking trust and acting insane with love? And not that we haven't all done it. We get crazy with women. But don't at least look at it and say that's not love. What you did is probably the opposite of love. And I'm not saying I haven't been crazy with women before. That would be a lie. Again, to use my friend Fez, he ended up in a mental fucking institution because he couldn't handle love.
Mm-hmm.
All right?
Yeah. I just think it's me being proactive. Now, not in the best way, I understand
It's not love. What you're doing is the opposite of love. Trust is love. What you're doing is, what about me? How can I take care of Dave? You're not at all thinking about the other person. And there's no way that any sane person could make it through 20 fucking emails. There's not a way.
I was on a roll.
Yeah.
I mean, the words were just coming out, oozing out of my fingers. It was great. It was like Shakespeare. Stay the fuck away from me.
I bet the spelling was even awful. grab a hand mic. You're going to head out there. Let's start with
camera?
Eric. Yeah. No, we don't necessarily have to. We'll just start with. We'll start with Eric.